Hello, welcome to Breakfast All Day. I'm Matt in my backyard because I win. Christy is in her dining room, and Alonso is in his dining room.
Yes.
We're going to talk about The Wrong Missy because we're going to share the misery.
Because it's our job.
Yeah.
Well, if I recall correctly, we had people actually ask us if we were going to review it. So I view this as a public service to our fans.
Don't see it.
Oh, man.
So this is part of, I guess, the whole Adam Sandler production deal with Netflix. He warned us if he didn't get nominated for an Oscar, he was going to keep making shitty movies for Netflix. And this is that, apparently. Maybe it was already in the works. I don't know. It is definitely, it's an Adam Sandler movie without Adam Sandler. It's all of his buddies, although he's a producer on it. And
imagine how bad this would be if Sandler was in it.
I don't know. He's an actor now. You know, he works with Safdies now. He's a serious actor.
He's always been an actor. He just never felt like doing it.
So, but this is essentially an Adam Sandler movie without Adam Sandler on screen, right? Like his wife is in it, his kids are in it, Nick Swardson, Alan Covert, David Spade, Rob Schneider. It's essentially one of those like, let's go on vacation and pretend it's a movie shoot situations. This time it's Hawaii. David Spade is the star. He's this kind of milquetoast executive at some... Are they like a bank? I don't know.
Yeah, he's like a sales guy at a banking company.
It's extremely generic. It doesn't really matter, but he's just kind of bland and he's still kind of hooked on the woman who was his fiance, but they've broken up. And he goes on a blind date with Lauren Lapkus, whose name is Missy. It's this horrendous first blind date. She's really noisy and obnoxious and just has no internal censor and a knack for saying the most inappropriate, wrong, shocking thing at all times. She's totally a construct. She's not a human being. She's a narrative idea. And she's just obnoxious. And it goes horribly wrong. But soon afterward, on a plane or at an airport on the way to go somewhere, he physically bumps into Molly Sims, whose name is Melissa and or Missy, and she's the statuesque stunner, and they have everything in common, and they really hit it off, and he has hope that, you know, this could, you know, be the one finally. He invites who he thinks is that Missy to his company's corporate retreat, where he will find out whether he is going to get the promotion that he's been after for a long time. But as the title would suggest, he invites the wrong Missy. And he ends up texting Lauren Lapkus instead. And she shows up and wreaks havoc. But maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's like a unifying chaos that instills confidence in him and makes his life better. Maybe. On the way there, though, there's all kinds of stupid physical humor and like bodily functions. And it's a Happy Madison production.
Oh, boy, howdy is it. Or as I often refer to them in my reviews, the death of cinema fun factory. Yeah, this is another let's go on vacation shit-ass movie from these people where it's like, you know, we don't care. We're going to Hawaii. We're going to Africa. We're going on a princess cruise. We're going wherever. And we're going to somehow construct a movie around it. And, yeah, you're right. Like, the Wrong Missy is a total construct. And the way that she behaves at the beginning of the movie makes almost no sense compared to the way that she behaves later when we're suddenly supposed to like her and realize that she is the Ms. Right for the David Spade character, who's, of course, a complete blank slate. And it's tempting to say that this movie is misogynist, except that all of humanity comes off terrible. Everyone seems awful.
Misogyny would imply that you actually like men.
Yes, it's too limited.
Like anybody.
Yeah. You know, like Nick Swardson playing his usual sort of walk-on, like not funny thing. These. I want to shower after I see a movie like this because it's so just cynical and negative about how people deal with each other, and then also about what an audience is supposed to find funny or root for or care about. It's all awful. It's all just. And Lauren Lapkus is a very funny and talented person, and this movie is totally doing her wrong. Was she also in that shitty Holmes and Watson movie?
I don't know.
I want to say she might have been like, lady, please, I want better movies for you because you're so good, and these movies are not.
Matt?
Yeah, I didn't really care for this either. You know, I do think it would have been more tedious if Sandler had been in it. You know, I think that at this age, you know, he's in his early 50s. Spade, I think, can now inhabit that kind of like cynical, judgmental attitude he's been walking around. Like when he's younger, you just want to punch him, right? Like that attitude from 20-something and even 30-something David Spade characters is like, oh, I don't want to hear anything except the sound of him hitting the pavement.
That's violent, Matt. Wow.
I know. But this age, like at the age he's at now, it's like, okay, this is a guy who's kind of earned some of that cynicism. And there was actual, like, legit chemistry between him and the right Missy, played by Molly Sims, which is, I have to point out, Molly Sims is married to Scott Stuber, who is the head of film production for Netflix. Which is, that's a little bit of a weird, I mean, you know, that shit happens, but
okay, I'm
anyway.
a little confused about the ways of heterosexuals. Has a couple ever bonded over their love of the novels of James Patterson?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Is that a thing?
Dude, that's a thing, man. That's a thing. That's absolutely like, welcome to straight life. That is absolutely a thing. Like, you really, like, instead of like what we used to do in the 90s, instead of rate women, you would mention Patterson books that you hoped that she was into.
It's foreplay in my house.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
We like to read passages to each other from a
if
long
only
Kim's
Ben
Spider.
were here to talk about this, because then, you know, if you're really, really something, then there's Michael Connelly, and that's a whole separate level. Like, that's what you aspire.
Well, they do meet at an airport, so you know.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, the idea of like the jokes that Lapkus is, you know, that the Wrong Missy's playing, like the opening to the blind date where she's like, oh yeah, go talk, like she fools him. I'm like, that's unusual. And to have you know, what's frustrating, what's, you know, has potential for an actual real story and a real movie is this woman who is unashamedly who she is. I just wish it was in a better movie. Right? Like that
She's
kind of
brash,
concept.
She drinks hard. She likes to have sex. She curses a lot.
Right. And like, damn the consequences. And I don't give a shit. Who cares? This is me and fuck everybody. Like, okay, that's kind of cool, but not in this movie. Not in a.
Well,
like,
she's just so obnoxious, right? She's not a real person. And then when they try to flesh her out as the film goes along with, you know, random things that she can do, like she's kind of a chiropractor and she's kind of a psychic and she's kind of this and kind of that. And then, as is the case in all these movies, which I know this is Alonso's favorite part of these movies, is when they do that really abrupt 180 and they want you to like everybody and it's nicey nice and it's about family. I know Alonso hates that. And they want to do that with Missy too. Like they've made fun of her for like the first hour and 27 minutes or whatever it is.
Yeah, Happy Madison movies don't even have the courage of their convictions, and their convictions are stupid. But at least like they're, you know, it's like if you're gonna give us this world of like terrible people behaving terribly, then like see it through and don't just like suddenly decide, oh no, she's the heroine after all.
Let me sum up everything that's wrong with this movie. Rob Schneider is the best part of it.
Is he though?
Yeah, he is. Like the Rob Schneider character is the only, like, that's the outstanding part of this movie.
You're being real generous.
Do you think that there are such hardcore fans of Happy Madison movies that when Rob Schneider shows up on screen, people are like, all right, yeah, it's Rob Schneider. Like you clap for the hits at a concert.
Well, you know,
hey, Rob Schneider.
These are movies that are ideal as Netflix originals because they aren't being viewed by like audiences who had to make any effort to see them. It is literally like a,
like,
that's on.
Right. It's like catching.
Hawaii looks nice.
This is the equivalent of catching those movies, and we all know the types of movies we're talking about that they would run over and over on TBS or TNT on the weekends, right? And like, oh, oh, it's golf day, or like there's nothing good on any other channel. It's like, I'll watch The Rock for the 51st time. Sure.
Along came Polly.
Right. I mean, and don't get me wrong, The Rock's super fun, but like, oh, there's nothing else. I'm like, okay.
It's dude comfort films.
Yeah. Dude,
Sure.
Where's My Car is a good example of that.
Yeah, but that's a good movie.
But that's a funny movie. Yeah, that's actually kind of clever. Anyway, this is exactly what it says in the box, as Matt likes to say. And if that box is a box that you're interested in, that box is on Netflix.
Knock yourself out.
So I'm saying 3.5. I think maybe I chuckled here and there, and I hated this less vehemently than I quite frequently do with Happy Madison movies.
What did I say?
2.5.
Yeah, 2.5 strictly for Lauren Lapkus, just in the hopes that she gets better gigs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what I said.
4.5. Do you feel good about that?
No, but I'll stick with it.
Okay, because that makes the math really easy.
Yes.
So 3.5 from us. Thank you.
Yeah. So anyway, knock yourself out if this is your cup of tea. But
this is your jam. God help you.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, we're judging today.
Go figure. I like you like what you like. I'm not going to yuck your yum, but yuck. Thanks for watching. Like this video, subscribe to our channel here on YouTube. Follow us at BeFastAllDay on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/BeFastAllDay. We are keep up with our TV recaps of Hulu's Mrs. America, and we've got some other fun stuff cooking up for our subscribers. So do check that out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.